go back to Cape Town, where just a short while ago, before what was happening in Mdantsane, I was talking to JP Smith. He is, of course, the Safety and Security MMC for Cape Town, and we were talking about the measures. JP, thank you for staying, and thanks for your patience. You were just beginning to tell us what kind of measures Cape Town is putting in place to make sure that the matriculants will be celebrating having passed 2022. Now that they've got the results in their hand, they need to be safe. Just can we start? What measures are you putting in place?
Hi. So we have had a festive season plan running from the beginning of December. During this time, we have additional resources that we bring on board in the form of both policing and emergency services. We reprioritize our resources and also bring additional staff on board through overtime budgets. And we target the areas where we see our tourists and visitors and local holiday makers visit on our beaches, on our recreation areas, malls, etc. And specifically on this day every year, we know the matriculants traditionally go to certain areas with our nightclubs and bars and certain beaches. And in these areas, we will have deployed additional resources tonight to try and keep the alcohol under control, prevent the alcohol from going onto the beaches. And of course, the message that we want to send is that by all means party, you've earned the right to celebrate, whether you've passed or you're going to try again. The important thing is to be safe and make sure that if you celebrate, you don't do so with alcohol. If you do drink, don't drink in a public place, and don't go and do that next to big bodies of water, dams or oceans, because unfortunately that regularly results in people drowning. Every year we have a situation with 1 or 2 matriculants who becomes inebriated and then overestimates their ability to swim, especially at night in the ocean, and then there are injuries or deaths.
So there's going to be heightened visibility, from what I'm hearing, for your law enforcement teams in and around those favorable or favorite spots for young people to be celebrating. Do you have any message as a city for parents, for example?
Absolutely. Again, the goal here is not to prevent the matriculants from celebrating. It's their time to have fun. It's their time to celebrate. They've earned it. But we try and make sure that it's responsible, try and keep the alcohol out of the occasion, make sure that you know where your children are, make sure that they have a designated driver, somebody who's taking them there, somebody who's bringing them back, that they are not relying on somebody who may drink, that there's somebody in the group who will look out for the best interest of everybody who's there, and that the young women who are with are safe. And this is safety is all of our collective business. Important to make sure that there is somebody there who is going to keep their wits about them. And if they're going to somewhere where there's water or large bodies of water, then please apply caution. We want this to be a time of celebration and fun and good memories, not a time of tragedy.
Yeah, talking about tragedy, has Cape Town experienced such tragedy around this time? Is that why you're doing what you're doing, because you've learned from the past?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, in the past years, we have on occasion had matrics who have gone to the beaches, consumed some alcohol, and then on a dare or on a whim decided to swim out to a certain point in the ocean. And then, unfortunately, there have been drownings, there have been injuries. The ocean at night is unpredictable. There are riptides, and at night it's very hard to find a swimmer under those circumstances. So what we always say to people is, by all means, have fun, but do so responsibly. Do it in a place where you can't come to harm, where you're not on a public road or not on a public beach. And remember, the bylaws of the city and the national legislation on our roads prohibit you from drinking in a vehicle or in a parking lot or on the beach.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hope it all goes smoothly for the youngsters who are celebrating. That's MMC for Safety and Security for the City of Cape Town, Alderman JP Smith.